Section 1 of Selected Poems by Elizabeth Siddal. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information, or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Newgatenovelist. A Year and a Day by Elizabeth Siddal. Slow days have passed that make a year, slow hours that make a day, since I could take my first dear love and kiss him the old way. Yet the green leaves touch me on the cheek, dear Christ, this month of May. I lie among the tall green grass that bends above my head, and covers up my wasted face, and folds me in its bed, tenderly and lovingly, like grass above the dead. Dim phantoms of an unknown ill float through my tiring brain. The unformed visions of my life pass by in ghostly train. Some pause to touch me on the cheek, some scatter tears like rain. The river ever running down between its grassy bed, the voices of 1,000 birds that clang above my head, shall bring to me a sadder dream when this sad dream is dead. A silence falls upon my heart and hushes all its pain. I stretch my hands in the long grass and fall to sleep again, there to lie empty of all love, like beaten corn of grain. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. True Love by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Farewell, Earl Richard, tender and brave, kneeling I kiss the dust from thy grave. Pray for me, Richard, lying alone, with hands pleading earnestly, all in white stone. Soon must I leave thee this sweet summer tide, that other is waiting to claim his pale bride. Soon I'll return to thee, hopeful and brave, when the dead leaves blow over thy grave. Then shall they find me, close at thy head, watching or fainting, sleeping or dead. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Dead Love by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Oh, never weep for love that's dead, since love is seldom true, but changes his fashion from blue to red, from brightest red to blue, and love was born to an early death, and is so seldom true. Then harbour no smile on your loving face to win the deepest sigh. The fairest words on truest lips pass off and surely die, and you will stand alone, my dear, when wintry winds draw nigh. Sweet, never weep for what cannot be, for this God has not given. If the merest dream of love were true, then, sweet, we should be in heaven. And this is only earth, my dear, where true love is not given. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Shepherd Turned Sailor by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Now Christ thee save, thou bonny shepherd, sailing on the sea. 10,000 souls are sailing there, but I belong to thee. If thou art lost, then all is lost, and all is dead to me. My love should have a grey headstone, and green moss at his feet, and clinging grass above his breast, whereon his lambs could bleat, and I should know the span of earth, where one day I might sleep. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Gone by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. To touch the glove upon her tender hand, to watch the jewels sparkle in her ring, lifted my heart into a sudden song, as when the wild birds sing. To track her shadow on the sunny grass, to break her pathway through the darkened wood, filled all my life with trembling and tears, and silence where I stood. I watch the shadows gather around my heart. I live to know that she is gone. Gone, gone forever, like the tender dove that left the ark alone. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Speechless by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Many a mile o'er land and sea, unsummoned, my love returned to me. I remember not the words he said, but only the trees mourning overhead, and he came ready to take and bear the cross I had carried for many a year. But my words came slowly, one by one, from frozen lips that were still and dumb. How sounded my words, so still and slow, to the great strong heart that loved me so? Ah, I remember, my God, so well, how my brain lay dumb in a frozen spell, and I leaned away from my lover's face to watch the dead leaves that were running a race. I felt the spell that held my breath bending me down to a living death, as if hope lay buried when he had come, who knew my sorrows all and some. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. The Lust of the Eyes by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. I care not for my lady's soul, though I worship before her smile. I care not where be my lady's goal, when her beauty shall lose its wile. Low sit I down at my lady's feet, gazing through her wild eyes, smiling to think how my love will fleet when their star-like beauty dies. I care not if my lady pray to our Father which is in heaven, but for joy my heart's quick pulses play, for to me her love is given. Then who shall close my lady's eyes, and who shall fold her hands? Will any hearken if she cries up to the unknown lands? End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Worn Out by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Thy strong arms are around me, love, my head is on thy breast. Though words of comfort come from thee, my soul is not at rest. For I am but a startled thing, nor can I ever be aught save a bird whose broken wing must fly away from thee. I cannot give to thee the love I gave so long ago, the love that turned and struck me down amid the blinding snow. I can but give a sinking heart and weary eyes of pain, a faded mouth that cannot smile and may not laugh again. Yet keep thine arms around me, love, until I drop to sleep. Then leave me, saying no goodbye, lest I might fall and weep. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. At Last by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. O mother, open the window wide, and let the daylight in. The hills grow darker to my sight, and thoughts begin to swim. And, mother dear, take my young son, since I was born of thee, and care for all his little ways, and nurse him on thy knee. And, mother, wash my pale, pale hands, and then bind up my feet. My body may no longer rest out of its winding sheet. And, mother dear, take a sapling twig and green grass newly mown, and lay them on my empty bed, that my sorrow be not known. And, mother, find 3 berries red, and pluck them from the stalk, and burn them at the first cock-crow, that my spirit may not walk. And, mother dear, break a willow wand, and if the sap be even, then save it for my lover's sake, and he'll know my soul's in heaven. And, mother, when the big tears fall, and fall, God knows, they may, tell him I died of my great love, and my dying heart was gay. And, mother dear, when the sun has set, and the pale church grass waves, then carry me through the dim twilight, and hide me among the graves. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Early Death by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Oh, grieve not with thy bitter tears the life that passes fast. The gates of heaven will open wide, and take me in at last. Then sit down meekly at my side, and watch my young life flee. Then, solemn peace of holy death, come quickly unto thee. But, true love, seek me in the throng of spirits floating past, and I will take thee by the hands, and know thee mine at last. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. He and She and Angels 3 by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Ruthless hands have torn her from one that loved her well. Angels have upborne her, Christ her grief to tell. She shall stand to listen, she shall stand and sing, till 3 winged angels her lover's soul shall bring. He and she and the angels 3 before God's face shall stand. There they shall pray among themselves, and sing at his right hand. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. A Silent Wood by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. O silent wood, I enter thee with a heart so full of misery, for all the voices from the trees, and the ferns that cling about my knees. In thy darkest shadow let me sit, when the grey owls about thee flit. There I will ask of thee a boon, that I may not faint, or die, or swoon, gazing through the gloom like one whose life and hopes are also done. Frozen like a thing of stone, I sit in thy shadow, but not alone. Can God bring back the day when we two stood beneath the clinging trees in that dark wood? End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Love and Hate by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Ope not thy lips, thou foolish one, nor turn to me thy face. The blasts of heaven shall strike me down, ere I will give thee grace. Take thou thy shadow from my path, nor turn to me and pray. The wild, wild winds thy dirge may sing, ere I will bid thee stay. Lift up thy false brow from the dust, nor wild thine hands entwine among the golden summer leaves to mock the gay sunshine. And turn away thy false dark eyes, nor gaze into my face. Great love I bore thee, now great hate sits grimly in its place. All changes pass me like a dream, I neither sing nor pray, and thou art like the poisonous tree that stole my life away. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. The Passing of Love by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. O God, forgive me that I merged my life into a dream of love. Will tears of anguish never wash the poison from my blood? Love kept my heart in a song of joy, my pulses quivered to the tune. The coldest blasts of winter blew upon me like sweet airs in June. Love floated on the mists of morn, and rested on the sunset's rays. He calmed the thunder of the storm, and lighted all my ways. Love held me joyful through the day, and dreaming ever through the night. No evil thing could come to me, my spirit was so light. O heaven help my foolish heart, which heeded not the passing time that dragged my idol from its place, and shattered all its shrine. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Lord, May I Come by Elizabeth Siddal. Read for LibriVox.org by Newgatenovelist. Life and night are falling from me. Death and day are opening on me. Wherever my footsteps come and go, life is a stony way of woe. Lord, have I long to go? Hollow hearts are ever near me, soulless eyes have ceased to cheer me. Lord, may I come to thee? Life and youth and summer weather to my heart no joy can gather. Lord, lift me from life's stony way. Loved eyes, long closed in death, watch o'er me. Holy death is waiting for me, Lord, may I come today? My outward life feels sad and still, like lilies in a frozen rill. I am gazing upwards to the sun, Lord, Lord, remembering my lost one. O Lord, remember me. How is it in the unknown land? Do the dead wander hand in hand? Do we clasp dead hands, and quiver with an endless joy forever? Is the air filled with the sound of spirits circling round and round? Are there lakes of endless song to rest our tired eyes upon? Do tall white angels gaze and wend along the banks where lilies bend? Lord, we know not how this may be. Good Lord, we put our faith in Thee. O God, remember me. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. And end of Selected Poems by Elizabeth Siddal. Thank you for listening.